So, here we are. They might think they are in control, but they are only fooling themselves. I will watch over them all, and they will remember who truly wields the power here. I just need one more. Mwahaha.
Get ready. Round 2 is just around the corner. 17 of 18 spots have been spoken for, and we kick off tonight's race with the tiebreaker for that last spot in the top 18. We've seen some phenomenal racing so far, as the top 6 have all posted perfect runs in their opening heats. Not much separates the top 10, and anything can happen in the race for points. The drivers in this group will be scrambling to reach the top 9 as we cut the field in half for round 3. Can the front runners continue their dominance, or will an underdog shock the field? Round 2 is coming up, but first, let's fill that 18th spot. 2 drivers tied for the last place in the second round with heat scores of 21 apiece respectively. James Ironbeard and Jay Arrett will race off in a 2-lap showdown. Whoever collects the most points will claim that last place in round 2. These drivers have been anxiously awaiting all week, so let's get them going. Tiebreaker race 1 goes now. It's a good clean start for both drivers, but James Ironbeard gets a jump on Jay Arrett as the gate drops. James Ironbeard wants this thing because he stretches his lead out to the jump by a couple of car lengths, lands it, and stretches that lead out even more by the time he gets to the pond. James Ironbeard crosses the line first for 11 points, but Jay Arrett's not going anywhere. He crosses the line too, so there isn't much to between them. And there you have it. The number 18 seat goes to James Ironbeard. The gate drops and he gets a good jump again on Jay Arrett. He gets to the jump, spins it, so he can back it across the line. Jay Arrett knows it's over, so he shuts it down just after the 9-point line. But there you have it, with a winning score of 22-19, James Ironbeard takes the number 18 spot. And as we say goodbye to Jay Arrett, who's... oh no, is that MrDarq? What is he doing here? Jay Arrett, you better get out of there. What just happened? We'll be right back with driver introductions. I gotta find out what happened. Hold on. Well, I guess our field is set, so let's get right into the next round. The teams have been seeded based on points from round 1, so let's meet the racers ready to kick off round 2. First up is our top seed in MrDarq. He stopped the competition in heat number 1, and set the tone for the rest of the other racers by being the first driver to put up a perfect score. Next is the number 7 seed, Numbskull. Numbskull finished strong in his heat after a bit of a rough start, but don't count his car out, he still managed to put up 27 points. Finally, there's no rest for the wicked as James Ironbeard jumps right back into the cockpit for round 2. Fresh off his tiebreaker win against Jay Arrett, James is hoping to ride that momentum right into round 3. The first group in round 2 is seeing red. Who's red is fastest? Round 2 starts now. And it looks like MrDarq has picked up exactly where he left off in round 1. The gate drops and him and James Ironbeard get a great start, but look at Numbskull pulling a wheelie at the jump. That's not going to land well as it puts him over on his lid. James Ironbeard actually gives MrDarq a run for his money, but MrDarq pinches him off just before the line. However, it's James Ironbeard who has an absolute stellar lap and puts up 10 points. Numbskull's got some ground to make up, so let's go back to the top for race 2. boys are coming out swinging, and that's more vintage Numbskull. MrDarq gets into James Ironbeard for the last lap, but that allows Numbskull to hit the jump first. They all landed really well, but it's Numbskull with the afterburners at the finish line. He takes first, followed by MrDarq. He does it on 2 wheels. Numbskull gets up on 2 wheels and flips her across the line. James Ironbeard comes in for another 10 points. These are big scores, boys. Keep going. And the points continue to be huge. Look at the scores right now, 54, 41, 43, and they all put up another double-digit score. These guys came to race, and these guys mean business. They hit the jump all together at the same time, but with the gentleman's agreement, they landed. James Ironbeard gets a little squirrely, but everybody gets across the line, and everybody scores double-digit points again. The other teams in this race, they're put on notice because these guys, they're the real deal. That was an amazing showing by all 3 drivers. The scores are accumulating, so what these drivers gain this round will be added to the round 1 tallies. MrDarq holds on to the number 1 spot overall, where Numbskull and Ironbeard slot in accordingly behind him. I expect this leaderboard to get super tight as round 2 continues, as only the top 9 will make round 3, so putting up big points will be the goal for these drivers. And MrDarq definitely keeps his ball rolling. Group 2's on deck, so let's meet the drivers who make up the second heat. The Junkian Ragtag Jim rolls in as the number 2 seed. He sliced, he diced, he made Julian fries out of the competition, as he was the second driver to go 3 for 3 in round 1. Back for more comedic fun is Marvin the Martian. The number 8 seed will be trying to kaboom his fellow racers in round 2 as he looks to build on the 27 points he gained in round 1. And rounding out this trio is the number 18 seed Tonzo Fune. The driver from DRT3K is looking to improve on a bit of a disappointing first round as he was only able to collect 23 points. The advantage goes to those with the points, so don't touch that dial as the Freezie500 Group 2 goes right now. And it looks like Ragtag Jim picked up exactly where he left off from round 1 as well. The gate drops and everybody's clean. Junkian's first to the line, followed by Tonzo Fune, and then Marvin goes kaboom into a rock. I wonder if that rock says Acme on it. Tonzo loops her at the jump, which allows Ragtag Jim a free run at the finish line. That puts 11 points on the board. He's out in front. I think Ragtag Jim's taking a page out of the Acme playbook as him and Marvin get together just as the gate drops. Ragtag comes away with the win on that battle though because his rig is twice the size of Marvin's. He hits the jump first and then as soon as he gets to the line decides to kaboom himself, blocking the path for Tonzo and Marvin. Is this strategy? The Junkian knows how to get points and he knows how to block others from getting points as well. This was an extremely close call for Ragtag Jim, as Marvin gets a little bit of retaliation on him for the antics of last race. The gate drops and they come down to the jump, and Marvin sends Ragtag almost over the edge. Watch this again, we're going to replay it, see how close Ragtag came to going over into basically oblivion. Ragtag's rig is almost completely off the screen. There's not much left on the racetrack. He is so lucky he did not go over the edge, because that's a long way down. That ends Ragtag's perfect streak, but he's still right up there with accumulative points. And this just in, the Junkians rejoice as Ragtag Jim climbs to 60. I don't know if scoring in the mid-40s is going to be enough to qualify for the top 9 for Marvin and Tonso, but in the meantime they sit 4th and 5th respectively. Ragtag slots comfortably in behind Monstar as he maintains his number 2 position on the big board. And with round 2 officially underway, so far we've seen some amazing consistency, as it looks like the top drivers from round 1 are going to be tough to chase down. The big movers today are Numbskull and James Ironbeard, as both drivers showed just how good they can be by climbing their way into the 50-point range. Monstar is still a racer to beat, but he's got Ragtag Jim knocking on his back door. That's it for now from the Elevation Trail of Verglacia. This has been round 2 of the Freezie500, and if you like the content here, definitely check out the racing from the Frozen 4 Bangers series that has just wrapped up over at Live Young Diecast. It was a blast to have been part of that amazing series, and it was the influence that led to this racing series here. You'll definitely want to start at the beginning though, so check out Russ Belt's channel for the first leg of the banger action. I've been your host 905, thank you for watching, and for the love of diecast, keep racing.
And now, we wait.